All right, everybody. Well, welcome to our first new weekly affiliate meetup call. My name is Wendy McGee, and I am your Director of Client Relations here at Mailbox Power. And I am so excited that we are going to be meeting with our affiliates again every week. This is going to be really, really fun. And I am joined today by one of our founders and an amazing, amazing businessman and entrepreneur, and someone that most of you know really, really well, and that is Damar Zimmerman. And he and I are going to have a lot of fun today. So
Yep.
I'm just going to hit him with a few announcements tomorrow. And then you guys, I'm going to throw the call over to him. So this is going to be really, really fun. So as you probably have noticed, we have switched gears and are really focusing on the power of birthday marketing. And I know that you have all seen that we have changed the banner on the Facebook page. We have a new birthday membership. We have some really, really exciting focus that going for 1 million birthdays celebrated in 2024. So I've had such amazing feedback from so many of you. We're going to talk today about birthday marketing, Damar and I, and we're going to spend a lot of time over the next several months talking about different types of relationship marketing with a huge focus on running those birthday automations, making sure you're sending birthday cards and half birthdays, and just how powerful that can be. So that is one of our amazing announcements. As far as affiliates go, all of you need to check out your affiliate dashboard if you haven't. There are some new features there that are amazing. Justin Biggs has added to make it even easier to navigate as an affiliate, to follow up on your clients that maybe have not logged in, haven't sent anything yet, be able to see just a little bit more of your analytics and know a little bit more about your affiliate business. So be sure to check out the features on the affiliate dashboard. In addition to that, I have recorded 2 new trainings. Well, one is just kind of an introduction video to how to sign up as an affiliate. So it's really easy. We no longer are having the approval process take a couple of days and go through, me and I approve everyone. You can just simply go through and sign up as an affiliate. So any customer, you have to first be a customer. And then just on your account screen or on the dashboard there under the account setting, just go down and they will see sign up as an affiliate. They can simply go to there, sign up, fill out their affiliate agreement, and then they'll instantly be an affiliate. So it's super easy, super slick. We want to remove any barriers to becoming an affiliate and sharing Mailbox Power. So there is also, as I mentioned, a video now on our Mailbox Power YouTube, and I also posted it on our Facebook group that takes you through exactly how to sign up as an affiliate and then through the dashboard and gives a little bit of training on what they need to know as a new affiliate. In addition to that, a welcome email goes out to every new affiliate with a new video that takes them through everything they need to know as an affiliate. So again, a review of their dashboard, the Hyper Wallet, our Facebook community, how we get paid, commissions, all of that. So hopefully those couple of support tools will help you as affiliates in sharing this awesome opportunity with Mailbox Power. So anyway, okay, so we're so excited again to be starting these weekly calls. We will be doing the first Monday of the month will be an update call, corporate call. You'll hopefully get to see Justin on those calls and be able to get some fun updates from where we're at as a company. And then our second call is going to be really fun. And I'm going to let Damar take over and have him introduce what we're going to talk about today.
Okay. Well, so I've been asked to be a part of these Zoom meetings because of some of the experience that I've had over the years. I've been doing birthday card marketing for, since 2004. When I started doing that, before that, I tried it a long time ago when I read a book called Dig Your Well Before You're Thirsty. And that was when I was in my 20s. And I tried to do it, and I just got lost in my Rolodex. And now that the internet has come along and we're able to do this kind of stuff and automate and all that kind of stuff, it's been really powerful. So what we're going to do, Wendy and I have created an agenda, and the second and third Wednesdays of every month, we're going to do some pretty cool things. I think they are anyway. And the second Wednesday of every month, we're going to do 0 to 60. And I'm going to explain that in a minute. And then the second or the third, oh, she's putting all that stuff on there. The third week of the month, we're going to talk about how to develop solid relationships using the birthday card strategy. So today we're going to interview somebody really special. Let me just tell you what the 0 to 60 training is. It's really about how people have been using the Mailbox Power System and how they've gone from 0 to 60 with their business, and whatever business it is that they've been able to do that. So we're going to interview somebody, and I'm not going to mention their name yet. I'm going to talk a little bit about them, and they might get a little embarrassed. They might get a little red. I don't know, because they might blush a little. But there was a lady that I knew from afar. I had a lady in my neighborhood that knew her very well. Her name was Michelle. And she always used to talk about this lady and how impressed she was and how excited. And this Michelle was in her business, in her direct sales business. When I talked to her name was Michelle Falco. And so she used to always talk about this lady. And this lady was a top producer in the same profession that I was in with the company that she was with. And she was very energetic, and she showed me a little bit about her this was, 15, 18 years ago. And she very impressive lady. And her name was Wendy. And Wendy, I've been an admirer from afar. And Justin knew her really well. And as soon as he could, he grabbed her to become part of the Mailbox Power team. Now, what you may not know about Wendy is, number one, she's been successful in the direct sales space, top producer in several companies. She's had her own business before that. She used to sell products to, well, first of all, she was a hygienist, a dentist hygienist, how you say it, Wendy?
Yeah, a dental
Is
hygienist.
that how you say it?
Yeah.
Dental hygienist. Sorry, I'm getting old and I can't say things like I used to. But anyway, and then she found a product that was needed. She's always been an entrepreneur. She found a product that was needed in another space, and she started selling it to places like department stores and stuff, and she sold that company. Then she got involved in the direct sales industry, and she was a success there. A top producer. That's hard to do, especially when you're doing it, you do it more than just one company. So she's had a lot of success. And one of the things that she's always done before she got involved in this space, which she was a top producer in this space with another company. One of the things that she always have done is she's written handwritten notes or notes to people. She's put notes together and said it. Now, if you understand history, some of our most successful people in history, they have been note writers. Like George Washington was a note writer. Ronald Reagan was a note writer. Bill Clinton was a note writer. The Bushes were note writers. These are presidents of the United States that have been note writers, and the successful people. There was an article several years ago about note writers and people who recognize birthdays, that it was probably about 15 years ago, that came out about how the power of it. And so Wendy has ate, drank, and slept what we talk about at Mailbox Power. And her recent venture, she and her daughters decided to go to nursing school. And they had fun, and they wanted to be injectors. And so it was a part-time business that they wanted to do to supplement, or they believe in, not really supplement, they believe in multiple streams of income. So she went to school, and this is the kind of lady she is. She just decides to go to school, her daughter, and she does it. And she becomes an injector, and she completed that this year. And she took her business. Now, this is what's so impressive. She took her business. Now, she graduated with two other people, her two daughters. And then she took her business and went from 0 to 60 in about 6 months. She went from 0 customers, and it's a very hard industry, very hard industry. She went from 0 to 60 in 6 months, and she created about 250 something customers that she now has that use her, and she did it all through referrals. So, and that's just a side business. You know how hard, I mean, people are doing it full time. That would be incredible if they got that many customers in a full-time business. This is her part-time business, and it's absolutely incredible. So I felt it was important to interview her today to talk about what she is doing that's causing this to happen. Now, her daughters aren't having as much success because they're not doing what she does. And we're going to talk a little bit. Now, she's got some wonderful daughters. I don't want to diminish them at all in any way. But the fact of the matter is she's learned a principle of making people feel important, and she's carried that in her business. And so, and because of that, she's built a huge business, and I probably double and triple next year. And she probably will have to hire some people to help her in her business because she loves it as a part-time business. So I'm going to ask a couple of questions. So Wendy, tell me what got you to decide to become an injector.
Oh, well, Tamar, first, thank you so much for all of those kind words. I love Michelle Falco. I've known her for, 20 plus years, and she's amazing. I loved being in the direct sales space with all of those fantastic women, and it was amazing. And I guess, okay, so truthfully, it was a COVID decision.
Okay. All
One of
right.
those decisions. Trevor was leaving on a mission, an LDS mission, and Delaney was a senior in high school, and I wasn't as active in direct sales as I had been. I had just started working with Mailbox Power as the brand ambassador, which was such a blessing for me, and I was enjoying that so much. We were all stuck in our houses. We were all kind of, I feel like everyone made COVID decisions because you were like there in this space where you could think about maybe some goals that you wanted to achieve or things that you wanted to do. And the truth is, my oldest daughter, Kaylee, who is an esthetician, already said, I'm thinking about going to nursing school, and I'd love to add injecting and Botox and fillers. For those of you that are wondering what is injecting, facial fillers, biostimulators, fat reduction in your face. Like there's all kinds of things that injectors do besides Botox, but she was like, this would be really cool. And then McKenna said, I've always thought about nursing school too. Like, what if I did it with you? And then all of a sudden I was like, what if I did it too? And we just all decided to, it was so weird. Like, it's so funny that it actually happened because it was such a crazy conversation. But, yes. And so we did an accelerated nursing program over the course of 2021 and 2022. And I graduated in December of last year and started my injecting after I passed my state boards in February. So I started in March because I'm full-time with Mailbox Power as our director here of client relations. But I am a multiple stream of income person. And I also love that working with Justin all these years and with you and with all of these other amazing people in Mailbox Power, just entrepreneurs that love to create other businesses and to use Mailbox Power as literally, it's my only marketing other than word of mouth.
So
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I want to talk a little bit about that. So here you start this new business, and in Utah, it's very, very, very competitive.
Yes.
I mean, where do you start, And so tell us a little bit about how you got a few customers, and then how did your business is fully 100% referral based.
Completely 100% referral based. I have a social media account, an Instagram that is, but social media is so loud. I don't run any ads to my social media, which I would need to run ads to really have a lot of social media traction. I feel like my social media is more validation. If someone finds me through a referral or through a friend who's, told them about me, they'll go and look at my social media to see my work or to kind of get to know me a little bit more. But as far as marketing, I invest, I have an executive account. And then I looked at last month. Last month I invested just under $500 in my marketing through Mailbox Power. So every month I'm sending, and I'll tell you more about that here in a second when you want me to get to that. But
Yeah, I do. I want you to show what you're doing. I mean, so here's what she's done is she's taken this, she graduates, she has this field that is unbelievably hard to get into and get into that market. And, she takes it and she starts doing things, and she's got 264 people that are customers. And this isn't an inexpensive experience for your customers.
service,
But
yeah.
so talk a little bit about what you do with Mailbox Power and what you've done to get this going real quick.
Well, so I, of course, right off the bat, I set up a birthday automation. I knew that I wanted to be sending a birthday card and gift to all my clients. So I'll show you my birthday card and gift here. So I send a birthday card, and inside of that birthday card, there is a QR code that is for a $50 off service as a gift. And then I just switched over to sending Starbucks cards. I was sending caramels with my birthday card. And every single time, as you guys know, I would have a client get a birthday card. I would get a text. I would get, sometimes even a phone call going, "Oh my gosh, I opened this package and you sent me candy and a birthday card," and a response every time. So that relationship was going from the referral to coming to see me to getting first they get a new thank you. So let me back up. So I set up my birthday automation for everyone because I do that anyway. And then I added it to
Stop right there for a minute. So you set up your birthday card automation, and in the card, it says something like, text me, call me, or whatever. When you get this, I want to make sure you got your card, something like that.
Yes, so I have them text me and respond back. And then I ask them to bring the birthday card with them to their next appointment so that they can redeem their $50 off. So yes.
Yeah, now listen to what she's saying. So what she did is she created a touch point. And so she used a birthday card to get people to touch her. In other words, to respond. And those people to respond, they started doing injections with you, some of them. And that's how you got it started then, right?
So yes, so literally, so I'll back up just a little bit. So my very first mailing that I did, in addition to a birthday card, I also just sent out a little announcement saying, "Hey, I don't know if I've loved being friends forever with you. I don't know if you know that I'm doing this now." And I had like a little coupon thing in there too. Additionally, asking them to reach out if they got it. So a prospecting campaign is what I really started with into my warm market, because I have lots of friends and family that are in this area that I knew might not know what I was doing. And so that generated probably my very first group of clients that I knew all of them. I had relationships with all of them. And then I just cultivated those relationships through my birthday marketing. And then also every new client gets a beautiful tumbler, a card with the same message: "Please let me know that you got this gift," and thanking them for being my newest client. And I've had so many, so I'll start to show you.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna tell you, this is what's called the wow factor. There's actually a book that's called the wow factor. And this is what she's doing, is she's wowing. No one else does this. I guarantee you that there's no other injector in the state of Utah that is doing what Wendy's doing. And that's why she's got so many customers, is because she's wowing them to death.
Well, and I agree, there's not. And I was going to say really quick, Damar, you mentioned how competitive it is. So in the state of, in just injectables in general, Utah, Salt Lake City, Provo, Utah is number 3 in the nation for plastic surgery and injectables, space injectables. So it's behind Los Angeles, and then Miami, and then us.
Wow.
So there's a huge market for it, right? A lot of interest for it. But I am a small injection studio owner. So I'm a one man show right now, right? You mentioned maybe in the future I'll have other injectors.
One woman show.
One woman show. And I'm competing against very big med spas that have, beautiful, huge buildings and can offer, 24/7, all these things, right? But I don't feel like that matters. I hear over and over and over a couple of things. Number one, I loved how I felt when I was in your chair, and I loved how I felt when I got your gift. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Like, this is, above and beyond. And then the second thing that I've heard that I thought was so cool is I know that you pay attention to detail, because this is a detail of sending out something to me after, like, taking that extra effort. One of my favorite like quotes or sayings or mantras is, the universe loves effort, and I love effort. And when I get a thank you card from someone, or as you mentioned, I'm a note writer, that extra effort to me means everything. That extra little bit of doing something. And so what I've
Look
seen
at, look at,
this, yes, is
yeah,
just
look at the designs here. Who helped you with the designs?
my social media manager designed them for me, and I've changed them a little from the beginning to now. I actually just changed it again, but I put an inspirational quote on the mug, and I also write it in like I want them to read it and have them feel like I'm talking to you. My industry, this industry with injecting can be kind of have an image of being like vain, or you're just thinking about outer beauty. And like all my quotes in my studio, all my messaging for my business is about I want you to age gracefully. I want you to feel beautiful from the inside out. You're beautiful no matter what. You're beautiful because of your personality. Like all of those things, rather than message of, hey, we have to, give you lip injectables to be beautiful. It's not that. It's, if there's something that bothers you, I want to help with that. So, but anyway, this gives me a way to, as we all know, stand out above injectors that are, doing $1 million businesses, because their clients probably just feel like they come in, spend a ton of money, and all they get is a receipt on their email and another reminder to come back.
So you're a little fish in a big pond that's created a big difference and a good steady flow of income. How many of your 106 or 260 clients are referrals?
I would say probably 80%. I ask when you book with me how you heard of me, and maybe 1 in 20 will say Instagram, and the rest, there's either a name or they'll say me, because I'm their connection. But most of them, probably I would say 80%, are coming from, hey, you saw my sister and she loved you, or hey, you saw my aunt and she loved you. So building that trust, that what we say in Mailbox Power, that they know me, like me, trust me, and remember me. Those things are what I'm going for. I want them to know. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, so you're just a living example of what Mailbox Power does and how it can do it. It's basically building relationships through personalization and automation. And being able to do what you do makes it really easy, and anybody can do it. They just, and it's not like you're, yeah, look at these responses. It's not like you're like creating all this stuff every time and you have to go to the mailbox and you have to do any of that. It's just boom. They're getting this and they're just, and it's almost like a shock to them. Like, really?
Well,
I mean,
can I jump in? Because that is something that I feel like is, we don't really, the word isn't sell, but like we don't promote that enough at Mailbox Power. There's like a little shock factor. Like literally people get this in the mail and they open it, and they, first of all, it's white labeled, because Mailbox Power is so amazing. They let it look like I did all this work. So here I am, this busy businesswoman. I'm a mom. I have a full-time job with Mailbox Power. I'm injecting as a part-time injector. So I have a business on the side. When in the world did you have time to like print a card, a personalized card with my name on it, and print me a mug and then put it in the mail and send it to me? Because Mailbox Power is not on it anywhere. So it makes me look like holy cow, not only do I take that extra time and I care about them and I'm sending this thing, but like I get double points for that. They're just shocked that I've even done this.
And then the nice thing is, oops, your sound went down. The nice thing is that you it looks like $1 million, but you didn't do the design, someone else did. And so at Mailbox Power, we have designers that you can pay to do this kind of stuff, and it's real easy. I'm computer illiterate. I'm not very good at stuff, and I hire people to do stuff so I look like $1 million all the time.
Absolutely.
And so, but this, I mean, look how professional it looks, and look at all of these different uh, uh, texts that you get. I mean, oh my goodness, thank you for the birthday card and the gift card. That made me feel so special. See, people, Mary Kay Ash, the founder of Mary Kay. Everybody used to think that she was in the cosmetic business. She never was in the cosmetic business. She was in the make me feel important. She had a sign in the back of in her office that was said, everybody has an invisible sign that hangs around their neck that says, make me feel important. So what happens is when you make someone feel important, it reciprocity kicks in. And reciprocity is they feel an obligation, or they're obliged to help you or use you. And so when you're doing things like birthday cards and gifts, and when you're doing this kinds of stuff, and when you're showing people that higher level, what happens is that they refer you. There's a guy named Joe Girard that proved this in the automobile industry. He sold more automobiles in the history of the automobiles. Today, he's in the Guinness World Book of Records. He averaged about 8 automobiles a day, and those weren't fleet sales. And it's because he made people feel important. Back then, before the computers, he hired 2 assistants, and he sent out 16,000 notes every month. And he did that, and he became a master at his trade. And that's what Wendy has done. And she's doing it part-time. She doesn't do it during Mailbox Power time.
No, I only inject in the evenings and on Saturdays right now. And I looked at my schedule for all of January. I only have like 2 openings the whole month. So I'm getting really booked from new clients. And here's the other thing. The older I get, and I know we all feel this way, but really relationships are what matter more to me than anything. I have a cool story tomorrow really fast. My dad is a dentist, and he's an excellent dentist. He just retired. And when I was in high school, I worked for him in his dental office, and everyone loved to come to my dad. He had clients. We're in a very small town in Richfield, Utah, and he had clients fly in from California, from New York. He's a very talented cosmetic dentist. So he did veneers and lots of cosmetic dentistry, lots of high-end dentistry for a small town. And he just had all these amazing clients, and they would just come and they would just laugh, and I would just hear him talking to them all the time. And, and I just figured that's just how everybody was. And how all experiences were like that. And then I went off to college and went to dental hygiene school, and I worked for some other dentists, and I had some kind of different experiences. And I was like, ugh, these dental offices, this is a nightmare. This is not a fun experience. These people don't like the dentist. And one day I was talking to my dad, and I said, I want everyone who comes and sits in my chair as a dental hygienist to have the same experience that they have with you as a dentist. People just love you, Dad. Like, what is it? And he said the coolest thing to me, and he said, Wendy, he goes, people will forget if they had a root canal. I mean, maybe not always root canal, but they'll forget if they had a cavity or a cleaning, or they'll forget what you did that day. They'll forget the service, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And it's always just stuck with me so hard. I learned that in my early 20s. And so my whole life, that and the other piece of advice he gave me was, you always want them to not be able to remember anything about you. Like, I had a conversation with Damar, and Damar didn't tell me one thing about himself. Like, oh my gosh, like that whole feeling of make me feel important. The Mary Kay Ash, put a sign around everyone wears a sign, like you said, that says, make me feel important. And so just when someone opens their mail and someone has sent them an unsolicited card, a random, they get a gift that they're not expecting, they open it up, and that feeling is so great. And that there's a book I love called The Go Giver. And it's all about just giving, 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 and what that does in your life. And you brought it up at the very beginning, when you were talking about, dig your well before you're thirsty. And so my goal, like my long-term goal, is I want to have a big injection business in the next 20 years that I can do education, and people are referring other injectors to me for education. I just want to leave a legacy. When people think of Wendy McGee, I want them to think of honesty, of integrity, of kindness, of empathy, and of someone who went the extra mile for other people. And Mailbox Power allows me to do all of those things. It allows me to be my best version of myself, the person that I feel like I am truly, which is someone who thinks of others and who wants others to feel special and who wants others to feel like I really care about them. And so it's such a perfect fit for me.
It is. And Wendy, I want to say something about, I know she's everything that she wants people to think about her, because that's what she is. She's truly a gem and just an unbelievable woman. And I don't say that because I'm going to be working with you. I say that sincerely. You're one of those people that understands what the power of this business is. That's why you're here. But one of the things that I want to say is that because of her desire, I honestly see that she's not going to be working, this and, all hours of the day and all that kind of stuff. She's going to find other injectors that want to be a part of what she's doing, and that she's going to create a residual effect, because that's the way she is. And she's going to teach those people to do the same thing that she's doing. And she's going to have a huge injection business, and it's going to be a residual effect. And I'm very excited to work with Wendy and to help you, all of you. Wendy, thank you for your wisdom and your experience, and telling us about your dad and all that, and where you get this concept from, and that Mailbox Powers enabled you to be able to do what you feel your clients need. And but it's basically building relationships and friends, and that's what you've done. And I'm very excited to work with her. And if you all on this call, every Tuesday, we're going to have someone else that we're going to highlight like this and talk about their experience. But one of the things, if you haven't learned from today, number one, when you start something, tell everybody that hey, this is what I'm doing. Number two, create a birthday card campaign. If you don't have one, then we can help you create that, get it done, and start building the relationships and building they're called it's called dopamine. And so what happens is it creates a dopamine when you send those cards out, and then and also you get that dopamine, so you want to continue to do it. So if you haven't built that, do it, because I have built my whole network based on birthdays. I do it every day. I send out birthdays, and I don't even know, and I get thank yous all the time. That creates touches. And when you create touches, then you're able to communicate like, well, so what are you doing nowadays? Or what's going on? Or, God, I'd love to use your service. That's what you get when you do that. And I'm telling you, it's one of the most powerful things that I've ever learned how to do. And I started to do it in 2004, and I'll never stop. And Justin has built an amazing, him and Jerry have built an amazing system that allows you to automate your birthdays and make them look personal. And Wendy is a perfect example of all of this. And I'm glad to work with her. You should be glad to work with her, because she knows what she's doing. And if you want to learn things, you should ask her questions, because she'll tell you.
Well, we'll do it then Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday.
Okay, Carrie, we'll do it Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. We just got that. Anyway, thank you everybody for being on today. Wendy, go ahead, take it over.
Had one last thing. So this last week I saw a client.
Just a minute.
Oh, sorry, we have
Jerry
muted.
Judd. There we go.
Here we go.
Okay, go.
This last week, when I was seeing clients, I had a client bring her tumbler with her, and the tumbler says, "You are so beautiful." And she had her like Diet Coke in it and stuff. And as she was leaving, it was so cute that she brought it. And I think she just wanted to show it to me and stuff. And then as she was leaving, she said, every time I look at this tumbler, it reminds me of our friendship. And it really struck me because sorry, it's making me kind of emotional, but I meet these ladies, and this is how I felt my whole business, my whole corporate life, that I just have made so many amazing friends through my businesses. But it was so sweet. And after she left, I was talking to my oldest daughter about it. She's an esthetician. And she said, "Mom, there's just so many people in the world that don't feel special and don't feel like anyone thinks about them." And, you know, injecting an esthetician, it's a touch industry, you mentioned, you know, you actually physically touch someone. And when you can follow that up with those other touches that we are able to do through Mailbox Power so easily, I really literally just want to like shake any business owner who doesn't see the value in this, because to me, if they don't see the value in Mailbox Power, they don't really understand business and why relationships are the key thing. Like they don't get it. They're looking at all the other things that are pieces, but they don't really see that that's the glue that holds the whole thing together, and that holds it together over time. Whether you change businesses or industries, you know, you carry those relationships with you. And anyway, so I just wanted to say I'm really grateful for what Justin and Jerry have created. I'm really excited to work with you too tomorrow more closely, because I've watched that how you have developed all of these relationships over the years, and how people love working with you, and the energy that you bring. When Damar is in our meetings, you guys, with Mailbox Power, he is such an advocate for direct mail marketing, but more than that, just relationship marketing and turning on that thoughtfulness engine. And he really gets it. So I'm just going to turn it back and say, if you are needing support and help in how to have this help you, you need to be also reaching out to Damar, because he knows how to do it. And then listen to what he's saying, because he knows and understands these processes and systems. And I kind of spent my first 6 months at Mailbox Power listening and learning from all of you and seeing what you were doing. And then I turned around and said, "Okay, Justin, I'm going to implement this into my new business." And it's just been phenomenally successful. And anyway, so I'm so grateful to share that today, Damar. So thanks
Well,
for
thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun today. I hope that everybody on the call has, or on the Zoom has, appreciated. And now, maybe you didn't know Wendy, before that well. Hopefully you'll know that she is a, delight to work with and a wonderful human being. And she knows and she gets this product, and, appreciate everything. I appreciate you all being on the call. Get more people on here next week. Bring, tomorrow we're going to talk, next week we're going to talk about birthday card marketing. And that is my love. I love
It will
birthdays.
be amazing, you guys. These calls, Damar and I are going to work really hard together to make these calls really, really valuable. And then we are going to archive them under the calls and training on your affiliate dashboard in your Mailbox Power website, so that you can access them easily. I will upload this call to our YouTube and share it in the Facebook group too. So if you want to rewatch it or send it to anyone, you'll be able to do that. So thanks, you guys. Thank you, Damar. We'll see you again next Wednesday at 9 a.m. time. Thanks, you guys.
You bet.
Hey,
Talk to you
bye-bye.
soon, y'all.
Thanks, Damar. Okay, bye-bye, you guys.
Okay. Bye, Wendy. Bye, everybody.